Welcome to Modern Day Abigails. 2 Corinthians 5:17 says, "Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. Old things have passed away. Behold, all things have become new." So let's listen to God's Word, where everyday lives transform and where we can become the women God created us to be.
So if somebody came up to you and said, guess what I saw your son do? Would you automatically believe them, or would you defend your child?
Well, even knowing that they're doing wicked does not mean that you associate it to their death because of the Lord.
Exactly.
Knowing
he may not
they
have
have
recognized
bad
it.
behavior doesn't mean, how much grace and mercy, how many times should we have been knocked off by the Lord because of our bad behavior? Exactly. And when we die, if it is because of our bad behavior, is our family going to know? Is our spouse going to know? Like, oh, God finally got them because they acted like a rump roast.
Fool.
Rump roast.
And that's true.
Exactly.
And that's true. It could have been that Judah didn't recognize that, and that's why it was so easy to blame Tamar. Oh, it must be her fault. She's a pagan. Never mind. Never mind. I picked her out and married a pagan.
And the sons were horrible. By the way, you'll see that hand signal that Anna does. I get it the whole time, so don't feel
get close
signaled
to your mic.
out or alone.
This is a spit guard. It's okay. That's what it's there for.
I get that all the time because I don't talk in the mic and I have no idea why.
Because when Ray edits, I get to hear the commentaries. They weren't loud here. Y'all need to get into your mic. And he's not wrong.
I know, but listen, we've been doing this for years. This is how it is.
I know.
It's not happening. If it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen.
Let's just get on the mic, girl.
Yeah. Okay.
Go.
All right. All right. Also, let's see, where are we? Okay. Also, why did he get to decide that she remain a widow? We're going to talk about this.
I'm about to say, because he's the father-in-law?
Okay. Yes. Okay. But let's talk about that. Okay. We're going to talk about the seriousness of the situation that he left her in for what I feel like is probably years.
Yeah.
Okay. So since she became a widow while married to one of his sons, that made her automatically under his household, and he became her ward and has authority over her life now. So widows in that area didn't have any legal, economic, or social status. It went to the male kin next in line, or the male kin that had authority over her. So today in the USA, if we get married and we own property, automatically goes to our husband. Okay. Or if the husband is not alive, it automatically goes to our kids. That is not how it was done back then. It automatically went to the next kin, the next male kin in line, or the ward. Okay. So she instantly became broke and lost whatever possessions she might have from being married. So did he financially take care of her since the life of a widow was difficult? I'm going to say no.
Well, obviously not.
And here's why. Because he sent her home.
Right. I'm in charge of you, but you go back to your dad's house until I'm ready for you again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he doesn't give a time limit.
Nope.
Okay.
Just until my son's grown. Well, what does that mean?
What does that mean? Right. Okay. What do you consider grown?
Right. Exactly.
Okay. Also, here's another kicker is her dad. This is in one of the commentaries. I thought this is interesting. Her dad paid Judah a dowry when she married his son. That dowry was supposed to have been have provided for her. Instead, he kept the dowry and sent her back home.
Yeah. Probably so. I doubt he gave her back because I think if he had given her back the dowry, that would have been like, okay, we're done.
Yeah, no, he kept it and sent her home and said, I'll get back with you later. So he just keeps dissing her and ditching her.
And the interesting part is he's I didn't think about that until just now. He's applying his laws on her instead of the Canaanite law on her. So I don't know what the Canaanite law would have said.
Oh, good point.
But they didn't have to leave a right marriage. So that means she probably should have been set free to go marry somebody else.
Again, wishy-washy with his decisions.
But he didn't. He's like, okay.
He's picking and choosing.
Yeah, you might be a Canaanite woman, but you're going to fall under my laws.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to put you in a corner and just kind of shove you there.
Right. When you're right, he could have let her go.
I think he could have because she was a Canaanite. Because remember, that's what Ruth did. Not Ruth. Naomi did. Yeah, Naomi did that Nope. Ruth. Ruth was the okay. No.
Spit it out,
Naomi.
Anna. You
Okay.
got this.
Naomi had her daughter-in-law, Ruth and Orpha. What did she do? They were Moabites.
Yeah.
What did they do? You need to go back home. Go get married. I hope you get married and have more
released
children.
them.
She released them. He could have released her and he didn't.
No,
Why
he
not?
Didn't release her.
Nope.
Kept the money.
And gave her back home.
Sent her
And said, you're a widow. You can't get married otherwise,
Yep.
or you have any type of relations, you're now committing adultery.
He flat out said, don't get remarried. Stay a widow.
All right.
Stay living off your parents. Stay in limbo. And I'll get back to you.
Yeah. Now let's throw this out there for fun. Was he trying to get her to commit adultery so he can kill her?
Oh.
But did he want revenge? Did he hope that she would commit adultery so he can kill her? Because we're going to see later.
He openly blamed her. I see what you're saying. But when he openly blamed her, surely he secretly hated her. You're right. You're right. Okay. Okay. So anyway, okay.
I would say be careful who you marry, but it wasn't her choice.
Exactly.
She had very little choices in these situations.
You're right. But today we do have a choice, and we do have to be carried who we married. We actually don't need to know who they are. We need to know their family.
And how they're yoked.
Exactly.
Their spiritual life. Are they just playing church? Or are they really with the Lord? And you'll have a tremendous chance if you're with the Lord also.
Exactly. That's why we called it courting. We like to go back to the old days with courting, because what that was is we're going to get together, we're going to meet, we're going to talk. Are we marriage material? If not, we got to go. If we are, then we pursue a little bit further. Instead of this whole, let me date you for a long time, or let me date this person. Oh, it didn't work out after a year. Let me go date somebody else. No. Courting is a short window of, can we make this? Could we be marriage material or not? And if we think we can, let's start meeting each other's families, getting to know each other.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I like that.
Right. Okay. Poor Tamar.
I mean, people like me who are mid 50s, I literally do not want to date or court for years. I'm running out of time.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have that. Yeah.
I'm getting old.
You got things to do.
I do tell my daughter that the older you are, a little bit faster you can go.
Yeah.
When you're young, you need to date a little bit longer and make sure, but dating with a purpose, but when you're older, you can like speed it up a little bit because you're closer to dead.
Yeah, but you definitely
exactly. Well said.
I like that. Dating with a purpose. You're not just messing around. You're dating for a purpose.
And Anna will chaperone you and
I
troll, and
we already have it all planned because I've said it numerous times. I can't be trusted. Okay, I like the bad boy. Okay, which is why I'm in many. Voluntary messed up situations in my life. I wasn't just married to one John. I was with several Johns, different names, same kind of guy, same abuse, same messed up thing. So I can't be trusted because I like a particular type. And so
I'm going to pick them out. And it'll be okay.
And that's one of the reasons why I have just flat out not dated this whole time, because I'm not ready. I don't think I'm ready. And two, I'm not comfortable with my own decisions because I clearly can't make good ones.
I got this. That's what I'm here for.
We've already made full out plans for the first date. I do feel sorry for the guy because it's just, he's got to go through Anna.
Well, hey, it's better than it would have been, because she gives me this list. Because when we started talking, we were walking around like, what type of guy are you interested in?
First of all, I made a list, and it was absolutely unrealistic, and I made it on purpose because the guy doesn't exist.
So I crumbled it up.
She literally crumbled it up and threw it away.
Figuratively speaking, I crumbled it up and I created a 4-point list. And it's a lot better list.
I gave you a piece of paper.
Oh, you did? Oh, I crumbled
it.
And
I did not get it back.
No, it's gone. It's in the recycle bin somewhere. And
it's in the dumpster.
It could be in the Bible now because it got crumbled up and thrown in the recycle bin. It's like, no, ma'am. This is not how we're going to do it.
She comes back with her own list for me.
4 points.
It was only 4 points. And it was some good ones. That's true. None of it was on my list. Very different. Okay. Yours was better. Yours wasn't realistic. I already knew that my guy on that paper did not exist on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anybody who, okay.
That's okay. We can fix it.
Yeah, whatever. So anyway, we have a plan. Anna's got this.
Yep.
And he's going to have to go through her.
Been praying.
Yeah. So, and I'm all right with that because I already know me and I don't make good decisions.
It's okay.
So I don't have a good track record in this department. So anyway.
Poor Tamar.
Right. Yeah. So one thing I do love about Tamar, so this big picture is of, how obedient and dependent she is being and having to be, and having to be, and how opposite Judah's actions are. His actions are night and day compared to the situation and compared to how she's acting.
You're right, because she accepted it. Why, at some point, she didn't look at him and go, excuse me, my husband's dead. I'm free now because I'm a Canaanite, not a Hebrew. So check you, gotta go. She never did that. No. She was willing to stay within their law. Why?
Yeah.
Why was she willing to stay in her law?
Because he certainly wasn't.
No. So what did she see? Did she see something about the other people around her that made her stay?
Did she pull a ruse?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, did she? We don't know. I mean, but what kept her from going back home? Because like I said, we have a great, and then unless the Canaanites and the Moabites were really, really different in that area, why didn't she go home? And if anybody is listening and they know the answer,
she did go home to her dad.
Yeah, but I mean,
she didn't go back to her customs.
Why waiting for the third son?
Yeah.
So so if anybody happens to know it and wants to email us at moderndayabigails@gmail.com, let us know.
Good job, you got it right.
Yeah, thanks.
She never gets it right.
Never get it right. After all these years, I don't know our email.
Good job, Anna.
So do it.
5 gold stars.
Send us something and we'll look it up. I haven't looked up Canaanite laws.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't.
It just dawned on me. I'm like, hey, how come I didn't? I looked up Deuteronomy, but I didn't look up Canaanite laws. Anyway, all right.
So I had yawn. Okay. So let's pick up with 12. Okay, so now in the process of time, the daughter of Shua, Judah's wife, died. So I guess when it says in the process of time, in my head, in the process of her having a child, that's not what it says at all.
Not that I can tell.
Okay, yeah. All right, here we go. And Judah was...
Especially since this fell after the other two boys died.
Yeah.
So unless that baby was 6 months old and you're going to make him wait 18 years, which that would be you. Would you really do that? I wouldn't think anybody would do that. Could be wrong.
I mean, we don't know what's in Judah's head.
No,
that's nothing good right now.
Nope.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway, so his wife died and Judah was comforted and he went up to his sheep shearers at Timnah and he and his friend Hirah, he went to go see his friend Hirah, the Adulamite. Okay. So all the while, right during this happens right after Genesis 37, where Joseph's in the hole, y'all. Joseph's in the hole during this particular time. This is why he left Joseph. He left Joseph to go hang out and do some sheep shearing with his buddy, by the way, who's a Canaanite.
No, he's an Abdulamite.
Abdullam, which is in the land of Canaan.
Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I didn't know that part.
That's what the commentary said.
Okay. It's a suburb.
He's a what?
It's a suburb.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
No, we're making it
might
up.
be. Oh, that's cool, is it? It probably, if it's in Canaan and he's an Adulamite and it's in Canaan, she's probably right. It is a suburb.
I could have sworn that the thing said that he lived in Canaan.
Maybe he might have lived in Canaan. He might have been an Adulamite who was living in Canaan.
Maybe. Okay. So it was told to Tamar saying, look, your father-in-law is going up to Timnah to shear his sheep, which by the way was payday, y'all. That was a money-making day for them. And she's like, oh no, he didn't. So she took off her widow's garments.
So she must at some point figured out that Sheila was old enough.
Oh, yeah, it says that.
Oh, okay, later. Okay,
yeah, so
not here.
Yeah, she took off her widow's garments, which she had been wearing and waiting this whole time at Judah's request. She covered herself with a veil and wrapped herself. Okay, and she sat in an open place, which was on the way to Timnah, for she saw Sheila, the third son, was grown. Okay, can you, what a devastating realization.
Right.
Okay.
She's holding him to the law.
Yeah. She's so obedient.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your law says this. How come you're not obeying your own law?
He's grown. She's not married to him.
Nope.
And they're not fulfilling covenant. Okay. Nope. Talk about devastation. Okay. So when Judah saw her, so he's walking down the road. And here we go. 15, verse 15. So when Judah saw her, he thought she was a harlot because she had covered her face. Then he turned to her by the way and said, please let me come into you, for he did not know she was his daughter-in-law. So here we go. Let's just lay it on out there. I mean, he just flat out asked her. Okay.
Yeah,
She over there just minding her own harlotry business.
Yeah. Well, no, she was tempting him. I'm sure she was. She was probably giving him the eye. She probably looked at him. Maybe showed her ankle.
Seductive, or her face certainly wasn't covered. No, her face was covered.
Yeah, but maybe she showed an ankle.
We don't know what else was covered.
Right,
uncovered.
We don't know how she was dressed.
An ankle. Never can tell.
I was just.
Maybe she had some cute shoulders, like your shirt is. Like,
yeah, maybe. I don't know how she was. We know she was wearing a veil, but we don't know what the rest of the harlotry garment was. It had to be somewhat attractive, because otherwise, what would make you think they're a harlot?
Exactly.
And go to them. And I mean, if they were just a pile of
type of dress, but I don't know what it was.
The thing is, if they were a pile of clothes, it probably wouldn't be attractive. So she probably was showing some stuff off, and she probably aimed at him. Now, why did the other guys ignore him but him? I don't know. Maybe because she was making eye movements at him.
Maybe. Or maybe, well, I mean, we don't know. It doesn't say.
It's that's the fun part.
Yeah. So anyway, so I thought that was funny that he's got flat out straight to the blunt point. Okay. Yep. No time to waste. He got some sheep shearing and to do, and some bestie visiting to do as well.
Yep. I'm a widower now. I got things to needs.
Oh, yeah. 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 So,
because he only had one wife, he didn't take more.
No, he only had the one.
I think most of his sons only had one wife. They all smart. They watched Rachel and Leah, and they're like, "Yep, nope."
Oh, you mean Jacob's line?
All his sons probably watched his dad go through two wives, and they're like, "No, not me." I'm trying to think if any of them had two wives. I know Judah didn't. We know Joseph didn't. I'd have to go back and look. I don't know. No idea. I'd have to go back now and look. Yeah. Anyway, it's not important.
So anyway, so he said, he asked her, hey, can I come into you? And so she said, well, what will you give me that you may come into me? And he said, well, I'll give you a young goat from my flock. And she said, will you give me a pledge till you send it? And he said, well, what pledge shall I give you? Okay. So, I mean, he's like, okay, first of all, he's like, no, the goat's enough. He didn't say that. She's asking him for more, and he's like, okay, well, what do you want?
She asked, he said, I guess this is how they wheel and deal in prostitution.
Harlotry?
Yeah, in harlotry, with wheel and deal.
Listen, what do y'all call it in the thrift store? Haggling? Haggle? Y'all bargain? Y'all haggle? What do y'all do? I don't, so I don't know.
Jack might, but I don't.
Does Jack get a good price?
You can't at stores, but if you're garage selling or something
Jack
like
does that at garage sales.
Doing some haggling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't go there.
So that's what they're doing right now. They're just making their decision of how much. She's like, look, you're going to pay me.
Listen, he just wants,
we're going to decide how much.
Wants that bow chicka bow bow, and she's a prostitute. And so he's probably thinking, listen, you should be taking my word for this. And, he's like looking like a respectable man.
I forgot to ask you. You were supposed to ask me a big question here.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Okay, that was before.
I changed your
strategy. Good.
I did.
Keep going.
Okay. Oh, it's coming. Okay. It's just not coming right here.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, and so I guess that the normal prostitute thing I read was a goat was acceptable. So anyway, I guess he might have thought, he's like, what pledge do you want?
What, Jana?
A girl's got to eat.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
And goat was a good thing back then. Anyway, I don't know. So anyway, so what she said was, listen, she said, your signet and your cord and your staff that is in your hand. And he gave them to her. And he went into her and she conceived. And so what I was thinking
is her perfect timing.
What?
Her perfect timing.
For reals. So what I was thinking is he must have really wanted this woman to give up the 3 most valuable things that he had. Okay.
Or he didn't value it at all. I'm going to challenge that he didn't value those items. Okay. Because if he had valued those items, he would have said, never mind.
Not if he.
That's what I mean.
He's thinking with the wrong brain.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying he didn't value it because he wasn't thinking.
Not at that moment.
No.
He had something else on his mind.
Yep.
Now listen, I wanted to know, why was it a big deal for the signet, the cord, and the staff? So I looked it up. Okay. So what I learned about, so in so they use these three things as their identity. So in the U.S., what we have, and I don't know how it is all over the world, but I know how it is here. We have a couple of different things that we use as our identity. One, we have a Social Security card. It has a specific number assigned to only us. Two, we could have either a driver's license if we drive or an ID if we don't. It's got our own also specific number only for us. And then we can also use a passport, which also has an assigned number only to us. That also has a picture. Our driver's license and IDs have a picture. If you're a student, you've got your college ID. There's a lot of things that we can use in the U.S. that identifies us. Okay. For them, their staff was one of their family, or the staffs, or the signet rings, or their crest. These were all things that identified them, who they were, what family they belonged to. So the signet was either a ring or it was a special cylinder metal thing that had all kinds of engravings on it that identified who you were. And it was worn with a special cord, which was the necklace chain. Okay, so those are the two things. And then also the staff was normally given to the head of the household or the oldest son who would become the head of the household. And so it identified what hierarchy you were in that particular family. Okay, so the three things that identified all of his identities, he literally handed a prostitute that he doesn't even know.
Yep. Here's my driver's license, my Social Security card, and my passport.
Right? For real. I mean,
yeah, that's what he did.
Yeah. And I'm in college too, so here's my college ID.
Yeah, exactly. Here's it all.
Yeah, here it is, Now,
here's my Blockbuster card.
Yeah, you want my bank account number? Here we go.
He didn't mind putting his seed.
No, he didn't have a problem with that.
He didn't put that aside.
No. Oh my gosh, I was almost about to take a drink. That would have been so bad.
But also, it would have been nice if she could have called him out then, but it wasn't the Lord's plan. And if she would have stopped him and called him out, he would have denied it. And then probably she would have gotten that much more trouble because he's like, you do this all the time.
And she was hoping to get pregnant. She had no idea if she'd go get pregnant or not, but it just turns out that she did. So I wonder what made her think that she was going to get pregnant from that one instance.
Well, she might have been hormonal and knew her hormones very well. But which means
it was perfect timing.
Yeah, she probably had
divine timing.
And she may not have known if it would work or not, but she was willing to take a chance. And she thought, hey, I got a plan. Might not have been a great plan, but she was willing to work that plan.
Let's see if plan A works.
I'll ask my question later because I have another question about this.
Okay. All right. So here we are, verse 19. Things happen.
I don't think they were at a house. They probably found him a nice tree with a nice grassy area.
See, I was wondering.
They probably found him a nice grassy area.
Because 19 says she arose and went away and laid aside her veil and put back on her garments of widowhood. So I'm thinking, what did they just use some random person?
No, probably found him a nice little tree with some nice little grassy area.
Just laid down a blanket and just did some chicka bow bows.
They might have just used her clothes.
She couldn't use. Oh, okay. I guess because they weren't using them for anything else. At that moment, right there, they were available.
Yep, her veil stayed on. Doesn't mean anything else did.
Oh dear, I hadn't even thought of. See, these are the things we think about because we don't know. It doesn't say.
Gina's never going to hang out with me again.
It doesn't say where they went.
Nope.
I did.
We just know that they did it,
like one of those Bible shows where they make the little Bible.
Yeah.
Okay. In there, they were in some random empty house. So
I think the one that with the book we read, she put them out under a tree.
Okay.
I'm like, he's going to have a random house that you can go into, and that's not considered breaking and entering.
And I'm thinking
she can't get caught because if she gets caught now, she's in adultery.
So I'm thinking bugs. Out. Okay, you know what? We're not even. I can't do it.
Hey, she was just trying to make some money and get pregnant. I don't know what to say.
She just got herself a goat.
She just wanted to get pregnant.
Look, her dad, they ate well that night.
No, she didn't get the goat.
She didn't get the goat. She didn't even get the goat.
She didn't get the goat.
She didn't even get no goat.
No, she got something better.
She got his goat later.
Yes, that was good. She got something better. She got his identity.
Queen of one-liners right over here.
She got her identity from him.
Oh, she did. Okay. She got she got what she wanted. She played it well. As far as sneakiness goes, 5 gold stars to Tamar.
I don't know. I know what she did was wrong because she's a Canaanite and that's how they think. But you have to admit she formed a plan.
She did.
And she worked that plan.
She did.
And she had a goal. Yep. And her goal was to force him to make his promise. She was forcing him to do what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
I am not condoning that.
No.
I know there are wives out there who want to make their husbands do stuff, so I'm not condoning this, but I am saying that she because she's not saved. She made a plan. Mm-hmm. She's not saved. So as a woman who's saved, when we are trying to get things done, we need to pray about it.
Yeah. So my big question for Anna was, now that we know that Tamar got a little bit of revenge.
Do we call it revenge?
I called it revenge.
I don't know if I would
call it revenge. She formed a plan and was sneaky snakes.
She formed a plan to get him to do what he owed her. Yeah. I wouldn't call it revenge. I would call it forcing him.
Son.
Yeah, he owed her the son.
He took her himself.
Yeah, because he wouldn't give his son to her. She took it upon herself to get him.
Look, this is a plan of revenge.
I don't think it was. I don't know if I would use the word revenge.
What word would you use?
I think she was holding him accountable. She was forcing him to be held accountable for what he had not done.
He doesn't know it yet,
that's
though.
True.
No, he doesn't know it yet, but he will. He's going to come. Yeah. So what's the big question?
And I don't think you have an answer knowing you like I do.
Perfect.
But I'm going to use the word revenge because my question pertains to revenge.
All right.
So we're going to pretend that she did some good revenge.
Okay.
And what is the sneakiest? Have you ever done revenge on anybody? Have you ever done revenge, Anna? And if you have, what is the sneakiest thing that you've done to somebody?
I think I know how to do revenge.
You don't know how to do revenge?
I don't think I would. I'm trying to think. Have I ever had a revenge? The only thing I could probably get as close as possible is this girl was making fun of me and I was so tired of it. I was just so done with it. And she came in one day and she started it up and I looked at her and I said, well, at least when I cut my hair, my face didn't look fat.
Oh, I like it.
She's like,
zing.
My friends like it. I said, of course they would. They wouldn't tell you the truth.
Okay, I like that.
So that's probably about it.
That's good for you.
Only because I was done. I had been made fun of for like 6 years. I was just done.
Yeah, that's good for you.
I feel bad though. And if I ever see her again, I know her name.
Why don't you Facebook her?
I don't have Facebook.
Okay.
Or I don't have any social media unless you count LinkedIn. And I only have LinkedIn so I can stalk suppliers to make sure that they're doing their job.
Oh.
Which I found out I found one had quit my account and went somewhere else.
Oh, how funny.
I'm like, Dad, come. When were you planning to tell me? I need to have a conversation with you. Anyway.
What about you, Janet? Have you ever done revenge on anybody?
Not any memorable.
Not any memorable.
Wait, I want to hear the non-memorable ones. Hang on.
And I'm more like,
quote, remember them.
Plotted in my mind, but never act on it.
Okay.
Get into the mic. That was interesting.
Yeah.
So you plotted it, but never actually instigated it?
Yeah.
Okay, I get that one.
Do you want to share a plot?
No.
Okay.
No? Oh my gosh.
I've moved on. I've healed.
Wait.
I got you.
Who was it against? Was it me, right?
No.
Okay, just making sure. Just in case.
I don't think that she would have mentioned that one if it was you.
I don't know. We were kind of fiery when we were young.
Yes, we were.
Firecrackers.
Yeah, we were firecrackers when we were young.
Firecrackers pointed at each other.
Some days.
Oh, how funny.
Maybe Roman candles?
I didn't know y'all then. That was pre-me.
Yeah.
The Lord's done a big work in me and in her.
Yes, and me.
Good.
So,
good.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting us share our tools to become the women God created us to be. If we encouraged you today, visit us at moderndayabigails.com. Remember, you are loved, cherished, and prayed over.